Good morning to all. So just I take another 10 minutes so that you could able to understand some concept regarding what will happen when the dielectric is introduced into the capacitor with the battery connection, without battery connection. Then also a problem based on how the energy, electric density, potential, everything gets changes due to the introduction of the slab. So let us solve the problem. The problem is derive an expression for energy loss or energy gain when the slab is introduced in the battery into the capacitance with the battery, without battery. Therefore, I want to compare. Therefore, I am solving the problem simultaneously. The number one is, so introduction of dielectric slab of constant K with the battery. First we will derive the expression for with the battery. Imagine that a parallel plate, this is connected with a battery of potential V. With the battery connection, let us assume that a dielectric slab is going to be introduced. Just a dielectric slab of dielectric constant, just K is going to be introduced. What will happen? Whenever the capacitors are kept in contact with the V, even due to the introduction of the slab, since the battery's connection, the potential before introduction, after the introduction, therefore V dash after the introduction will be equal to V before. Therefore, potential never changes because it is permanently in contact. Since the potential is constant, the electric field between the two plates will be nearly same. Then what will happen is, due to the introduction of the dielectric slab, the charges will begin to change. Some extra additional charges will comes into play, will enter into charges such that this Q dash equal to K times of Q. This is another theory. First take it granted that whenever the battery is kept in contact with the parallel capacitor, potential remains same. As far as the distance between the two plates remains same and battery is kept in contact, there won't be any change in electric field. But remember, the charge will begins to increase. Once the charge begins to increase, first I must know, initially the capacitance C is equal to Q by V. This formula is equal to epsilon naught A by D. This is without the slab. Now with the slab, C dash equal to, you can write this is equal to Q dash by V. Or you can say this is Q dash by V dash. But Q dash equal to K times of Q, but V dash equal to already same. Therefore, you can say that K times of C. That means that capacitance equal to K times of C. Therefore, with the introduction of dielectric slab, the capacitance C is greater than C with the R. Therefore, dielectric slab is preferable introduction. The next one is, what will be the energy, whether it is energy gain or energy loss. Let us see. Initial energy before introduction of the slab is half CV square. Okay. Now, after the introduction, U dash equal to half into C dash into V dash square. Even V is same, therefore V square, because V dash has changed. Now therefore this is U dash. Therefore U dash equal to half into, what is C dash means? K into C into, this is V square, that is equal to K into half C into V square. Therefore you can say that U dash equal to K into V. Therefore, due to introduction of the slab with the batteries in contact, both the charge increases, energy increases, but potential electric will remain constant. This is one important theory. Then second case, I am again introducing dielectric slab without the battery. Our battery is disconnected. Without battery. Again the same concept. A plate, a slab having the dielectric constant K is going to be introduced. But in this case, now there is no battery. Battery is not connected. Therefore, whatever the charge already given by the battery, it will be retained as it is. Charge can neither be created nor destroyed, therefore charge will remain same. But now due to the introduction of the dielectric slab, naturally potential will decrease, that is by K, therefore electric field will decrease, that is by K. Therefore whenever electric field is decreased by K, when I am putting that is electric field E dash equal to sigma by epsilon naught into K means, remember, this field is possible or this situation will occur only when the capacitors are not in contact with the battery. When it is in contact, it is different. As the capacitors are not in contact with the battery, the charge remains same. But what happened is, due to the introduction of the slab, the potential decreases and electric field decreases. That is most important. But again, what will happen to the capacitance? Original capacitance C is equal to Q by V, that equal to we know that is epsilon A by D. This is original. Now, due to the introduction of the dielectric slab, this is equal to Q dash by V dash, but Q dash remains same. V dash will be something different. V by K, that into K. So what happened is this capacitance C dash equal to this Q by V is equal to original capacitance C into K. Therefore, whether the battery in contact or not in contact, it is immaterial due to the introduction of the dielectric slab. C dash is greater than C. You see, in both the cases, C dash is same. Therefore, whenever the slab is introduced, the capacitance will increases. But here is battery is in contact, energy increases. But here battery is not in contact, whether it increases energy? Is it possible? Now let us see. Now the energy loss or energy gain U dash equal to half into new potential mu of C dash V dash square. Therefore, this is equal to U dash equal to half into C dash is, you see, half C V dash square. C dash equal to say CK. But V dash is V squared by K squared. Because V equal to V by K. You see K cancel, therefore U dash equal to half into C into V squared into 1 by K. I think you now understood U dash equal to U by K. Then what is the difference? With the battery the slab is introduced, potential will increase. Suppose without the battery the slab is increased, capacitance may increase but energy will be lost. And these are the basic theories that we have to develop. Then one more thing I want to express one problem is, suppose we assume that this is one capacitor, already it is placed with one dielectric material, force dielectric constant equal to K. Then immediately once capacitance equal to C, immediately this material is divided into two parts. Therefore length is becomes L by 2, Remember D does not change, but now this is filled with a new dielectric material Q1, this is another dielectric material K2, and this is a capacitance C2 and this is a capacitance C1. Now you compare C1, C2. So only thing is, now it is completely filled with only one material. Now it is completely filled with the two different types of material by taking D is a constant, area of the plate or length of the plate is divided to 2 half. Now first you find out for the one C1. C1 with K is equal to K into C. K into C. Or you can say that K into C is nothing but epsilon A by D. This is C1. There is no special requirement essential for this one C1. But when you come to for C2, there is a thing. In the case of to find out C2, first thing is there are two slabs. Slab 1 and slab 2. For slabs 1 and slabs 2, D1 and D2 is equal to D. There is no change in distance between the two plates. But for the slabs, as the length changes L by 2, area changes. A1 equal to A2 is equal to area becomes A by 2. Whenever the distance does not change and area changes means these two capacitors are said to be in parallel. First we will find out the capacitance due to first one. Therefore let it be this equal to, due to K1 is C1 or C1 dash, that equal to K1 into, so this formula is epsilon naught A by 2 into D. Similarly C2 dash is equal to K2 into epsilon naught A by 2 into D. Why 2D? Because area becomes half. And these two capacitors, since D is same, this will be assumed to be in parallel. These capacitors to be assumed to be in parallel. Therefore, C2 is equal to combination of these two. Therefore, I can say that epsilon A by D is constant. Epsilon A by 2D is a constant, and only variable is K1 plus K2. I think you understood. So this is C1 and this is C2. Now we compare C1 by C2 or C2 by C1. Suppose I am saying that C2 by C1. What is C2 by C1? Epsilon A by 2D into K1 plus K2. What is C1? This one. Just you write as a reciprocal of inverted multiplication. Therefore, I can replace this as reciprocal like this as K into epsilon naught A. Epsilon A, D cancel. Therefore, formula is K1 plus K2 by 2K. This is C2 by C1. If you understand this logic, based on this, you can appropriately select the composite material. How it can be used, these are the different ways. But basic concept behind this one is, initially the capacitance due to the dielectric constant increases by K. But here, when the T does not change means, remember, they are in parallel. That is most important. Then you find out separately C1 for this part and C12 for the second part, and then you add it because the capacitors are in parallel, means just it is addition. Cp is equal to C1 plus C2. Cp equal to C1 plus C2. Therefore, just I am adding these two. That's all. Then they are asking you to find out the ratio. You find out. Just the 3 problems I have solved. Based on this one, you can try to solve in the other problems. Thank you very much.